Shannon, who is the best team in the NFL right now?
I would go with the Bills. Skip, I mean, you look at they have the number one scoring offense at 34 points a game, the number one scoring defense at only giving up 13 points a game, number two pass defense, number three rush defense, and the weapons going out and getting Emmanuel Sanders to pair him with Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, Cole Beasley, Josh Allen, the top five quarterback. They don't have the greatest running game. There are some teams that have better running games.
Yep.
They might be a team that have a better passing game. There might be a team that have a better defense. But when you combine all those things together, I think the Buffalo Bills sits atop the pecking order right now, Skip. They're loaded. They're a very good team. They're very well coached. Leslie Frazier has that defense playing unbelievable. Brian Daboll is doing an unbelievable job with the offense. They do enough run. They let the quarterback draw. They let him run it. He can get out of harm's way, and he has a howitzer for an arm. So right now, Skip, I'm not saying they have the best offense. I'm not saying they have the best defense or individually. But when you combine it, it says who has the best team. I'll take the Buffalo Bills. I know the Chargers have something special going. I know Tampa, and Jenny mentioned the Cowboys. But right now, 5 games into the season, I think the Buffalo Bills are the most complete team.
Okay, I cannot get past what happened to the Buffalo Bills at Buffalo in Week 1. The Pittsburgh Steelers, for whom you have little to no respect or regard, went in there and beat them 23-16 by trailing 10-0 at halftime and winning the second half 23-6.
Yeah.
And Big Ben looked pretty Big Ben-ish in the second half of that game. He threw for 131 yards, made some big throws, and that defense rose up and just shut down Josh Allen and company at home. I know it seems like long ago. It was 5 games ago, right? It still counts on this season.
Right.
And in the second half, T.J. Watt had 2 sacks, and Minkah Fitzpatrick and Devin Bush each had 10 tackles for the game. So my point is that they just got dominated in the second half at home, and it's on their resume. So I'm like, yeah, okay.
Tell me a team that hasn't gotten dominated. Because the Bucs got dominated by the Rams, who got blown out by the Cardinals. The Cowboys got dominated by the Bucs.
They didn't get dominated.
They got dominated.
It was a walk-off field goal.
Dominated.
Dominated?
4 turnovers.
Are you kidding me?
They hung 31 points on you with 4 turnovers. How your defense, they can skip? Look where your defense is ranked in total yardage.
Dak Prescott drove them right down, and they took the lead with 124 left, and they left the GOAT too much time. 124. It took a walk-off field goal. They barely lost to the GOAT at the GOAT, and then they went and beat Justin Herbert at Justin Herbert and held him to 3 points in the second half. Are you kidding me?
And you realize he just went to my homeboy and just beat my homeboy.
Okay, good.
By 18.
I like it.
I know
that even increases the stock of my Dallas Cowboys, who, by the way, are about to get Lyle Collins and Michael Gallup back. And by the way, at some point pretty soon, they're going to get DeMarcus Lawrence and Dorrance Armstrong back in the defensive line. It's going to be loaded.
No. We're not talking about 6 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. We're talking about as we sit here.
Okay.
The number one offense and the number one defense.
What's not to like about what Dallas has done? And again, they've played 3 measly opponents.
Yes, very measly.
But they dominated Philly and dominated Carolina and dominated the New York Football Giants.
Carolina that just lost to the Eagles?
Okay. What did your eye test tell you each time? Because you're getting scared. I hear you every Monday over there. You're starting to come around. Is there a better two-headed monster attack than the Dallas attack? Because they can run it down your throat, and if you don't be careful, because Dak Prescott will throw it down your throat.
Here's the thing, though, Skip. Do they have a running attack like Cleveland, like Dallas, or like the Ravens?
Who?
No.
Like
the Buffalo Bills.
Oh,
do they have a rushing attack?
No.
But can the Ravens throw the ball even? Can they throw the ball like the Bills? What about the defense? When you factor that in, you think your defense is better than the Buffalo Bills right now? I'm not talking about when you get all your pieces back. I'm talking about right now. No, I don't.
I will give you that. Do I think the Buffalo's offense is as explosive as Dallas's? I do not. Is it as hard to defend as Dallas's?
Yeah.
I'm not sure anybody's is outside of the GOATs.
Well, hold on. Well, how they say if they're not, well, how the Bills are number one in scoring offense, even though they only scored 16 points in the first game. So how is that they're number one in scoring offense if they only scored 16 points in one game? So what they've been doing in other games? The last 4 games, 156-41. Can I interest you in that?
Yeah, they've had 2 shutouts.
Oh, what? You mean to tell me in the NFL you can shut somebody out?
They lost to the Steelers at home.
Hold on, Skip.
That's all you need to know.
No, hold on.
Disqualified. Don't tell me runaway.
I know I didn't, Skip. That's not what I said.
Okay.
I said as we sit here right now, Buffalo, I believe, is the best overall team in football. Okay. When you factor their offense, their defense, their special teams, can they throw it as well as some teams? Probably not. Can they run it as well as some teams? Probably not. But you look at they got more takeaways than you guys. Mm-hmm. Can I interest you in that?
Barely.
No, they got more better. You second. They first across the defense, offense, takeaways.
We're second in rushing. First, I believe, in third down conversions. Dallas, who knew? It's like you have a vision of the Dallas Cowboys that was low before the season started, and you can't lift your eyes up in eye testing the Cowboys because you already said they can't be. They can't be. And you won't believe your eyes.
Skip, I'm not saying you guys are a top 5 team. You, the Bucs, and the Bucs defense has been struggling lately. Now Levante David's going to be out for some time.
Maybe just one game.
Right, because you got a long week after Thursday. You have a long week to get him back. But when you look at Buffalo and what they can do, Skip, they put the league on notice. When you go into Kansas City, even though Mahomes didn't play well, that's still a very tough place to play. And he's still capable of putting up monster numbers. So I'm going to take Buffalo right now. Now, if we take this, take another test in 4 more weeks or 5 more weeks, it might change. But 5 weeks into the season.
Okay. All right. Which brings me all the way full circle to my best team right here, right now. And I agree with everything you just said about the Buccaneers' defense or lack thereof. But I would like to leave you with a quote from one Leonard Fournette. He's talking about a conversation he had mid-game this past Sunday as they were obviously obliterating yet another opponent.
Yeah, but somehow
Tampa.
Brady was still in there.
Yeah, Brady was in there because they're so afraid of their defense.
I was afraid. Don't do that, Skip.
Okay, so Leonard Fournette said he had a conversation mid-game with Richard Sherman. And he says, Rich came up to me and said, man, I've never been part of a team with so much talent.
Right.
And I'm telling this, Leonard talking back to Richard, I'm telling him and excuse my language, but this SH is different. At any time you have multiple ... Hall of Fame players, Pro Bowl players, and we come out focused, we put our minds together and understand the game plan and stay focused for the course, for the whole game, because they do on offense because they got the GOAT in the huddle.
Well, right now, I only see 2 Hall of Famers, Gronk and Brady. What other ones he see?
I don't know. That Mike Evans is probably on the rise out there. And he said either Hall of Famers or Pro Bowl players. Because they're everywhere. Everywhere you look is a potential Pro Bowl player,
but
right?
I believe Sherman's defense in Seattle was better than this defense.
Okay.
When you look at it from top to bottom, the defense.
I will buy that.
The offense? No. Okay. No. They're loaded offensively.
My point is the offense is so loaded. It's playing at such a high level. I saw Steve Young on the ESPN pregame show last night saying, I'm sorry, but Tom Brady's the best quarterback in football. Well, I've been trying to tell you that. He is playing, to me, at the highest level, given also the weaponry around it, given the offensive line, which is superior. Tristan Wirfs just gets better and better, right tackle. He made the Pro Football Focus All-Star Team of the Week. Yeah. And I just look at it and I watch it function at the highest level. They're the best team because of that offense. Brady is leading the league in passing yards at age 44. He's leading the league in air distance once again, how far you throw footballs, because they are no risk it, no biscuit, plus dink and dunk. It's a tour de force, and they have 2 running backs. One's really playing at a high level, Fournette, and obviously Rojo is...
their running game, because, Skip, I bet you take Austin Eckler over Leonard Fournette or Rojo.
Okay, I got it. But Leonard Fournette really fits what Brady wants to do. And little Gio Bernard is fitting because he caught the first touchdown pass the other day. He's got some James White going on, right? I don't know what's not to love about it because they go so deep at receiver. We haven't even seen little Scotty Miller yet this year. We saw him a couple of plays here and there. But my point is that everywhere I turn, I see depth at they've got 3 tight ends. Gronk hadn't even been playing. I think he might play this Thursday night, but
I would hold him out again.
Okay, well, they might because they probably think we can probably be okay at Philly. I think it'll be a battle, but they'll probably be okay. But the point is, with Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard, who caught a big ball the other day, and you said, oh, there he is, and he's still learning. But I've never seen such depth of firepower on one offense as I've seen on this offense with that guy operating at the highest level. It's hard for me. It's like they're in a league of their own right now on offense. I don't think anybody can touch them on scoring points.
Well, I think it's going to be very interesting because I think Buffalo can score with them. The question is, because that's what you're going to have to do, because the Bucs offense is going to put points on the board.
Yep.
And that's when you play Tom Brady, you got to be able to match it.
You do.
And so I believe
that game is going to happen in December.
It's going to be, that's going to be
Tampa.
Hopefully we got it. Do we got it?
I'm not sure. We could check it out, but I hope so too.
Yeah.
There's a good chance we have.
Yeah, that would be. But it's. I mean, you got some. I mean, you look at Buffalo. You look at your Cowboys. Look at Tampa, the Cardinals. You know, because all of a sudden the Cardinals got a running attack. Edmonds. Is it Edmonds? Edmonds, yeah. He can run. They can run. Yeah, he can run the football. With James, sprinkle a little James Conner in there. They got Williams got dinged, but you look at their receiving court and that quarterback with them legs.
No, I got it. It's just to me, Brady and company are up here. Right.
But what about their defense?
Well, it's decimated in the back end, but they will get right. And it took a long time last year for them to come back around, but be brought to a boil.
Even before they got decimated, they gave the Dak through for 1 trillion yards.
Okay, I got it. But Todd Bowles, he's at the top of my list.
Yes.
He's up there with Belichick as a defensive coordinator.
And the Rams, you remember what old Matty Stafford did to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
They played their Super Bowl the week before Brady and company were headed to Foxborough, and their minds were already in Foxborough. They weren't in
Brady wouldn't allow that. Brady wouldn't allow that.
I think he did for 1 week. He even let his inner circle do interviews with the New England media as they were preparing for the Rams. It was the perfect spot on the schedule for the Rams to win their Super Bowl.
It wasn't no Super Bowl,
thanks to Coach McYay running up
there
the
you
tunnel.
go. You still hate on the man. Skip, that happened like weeks ago.
Okay, but he did
He just stopped running.
And then he paid for it the next week because they couldn't get back up after they won the Super Bowl.
But then he went to Seattle and got that one, and so he started running again.
Okay.
He gonna take off on y'all again.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope we see him in the postseason.
Now, y'all probably go see Dallas first. And then you go, ooh, mixed emotions.
No.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, hold on. You mean to tell me this might be your best chance for your Cowboys to give you something that you haven't seen in a very long time?
Okay, are you saying Tampa's going to be in the wild card round?
Skip. Somebody's going to have to go visit somebody.
Okay.
Somebody got to go visit somebody. You only get one bye week, Skip.
I'm sorry. I'll take Brady.
This is going to get interesting.
Over your Cowboys.
You're saying
you hear
that right now.
Well, I did it already. I took him the last time.
You hear that? CD.
I did.
Sleek Zeke, the freak. You hear that? That's what your man. That's what your man said.
Take him the first time, week 1, but a lot will have changed by then.
He's the GOAT.
Ooh,
you don't
this
bet
should
against
get
the GOAT.
interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I will see.
Okay.
Guys, we're going to step away.
Sweeping us all the way into that game. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That is some confidence from Shannon.
No.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.